Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Jazz fans are making noise here at Energy Solutions Arena. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Zivo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Green in the three spot.
Dante Exum, a long, athletic combo guard out of Australia. His father came from the U.S. He was a teammate at North Carolina with Michael Jordan, then went to Australia to play professionally for a number of years. That's why Dante grew up down under.
Kicks to Cantor. Pass to Hayward. There's the double team with Randolph. Down low. Cantor's shot is off.
Textbook defending there. He didn't give him an inch of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, great footwork and terrific positioning, Clark.
Now here is Conley. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Over in the corner, Conley.
He was just waiting for his chance to make a play, and as soon as the pass was made, he got it. Great steal.
Here's Hayward. Great D that time from Green. Utah's on defense. Green with a screen for Conley. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Gasol setting the pick for Lee. Just 5 on the clock. Gasol passes to Green. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Tries it again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And Zach Randolph drops them both.
Zach Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Right side, Randolph. They double team Randolph. Here's Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Randolph, now 33 years old, had that knee injury a couple seasons back.
Yeah, his rebounding remains excellent, but you know, we've seen his scoring wane just a bit, both in volume and the percentages. Not quite the go-to scorer he was a few years back, but still very effective player.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Hayward kicks to Favors. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. They set the pick. Dishes it to Lure. Let's go. That's short off the rim.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
And Gobert kicks to Burke. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
The Jazz making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Memphis leading. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Got a piece of it. Here's Burke. Goes up on the wing. Back to Johnson. Another miss by Utah. It's stolen by Gobert. And that one's good. Burke.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Udrich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Allen outside. And that's not going to go. And off we go at post-game, now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, Clark, Steve, what have you been seeing? What have they been doing or not doing?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Nick Calathes is out there with Lee. And it's Allen in at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, thank you, Kevin. There are a lot of questions as to how Dante Exum will develop as a player. He has the skill to be a true guard, but grew up playing point guard. He would prefer the point, saying that's the position that has got me here. That's what I want to be going forward. We'll see if the coaches agree, Kevin.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. Here's Calathes. And a wide open look for Lee. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Both teams will make substitutions. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Burke dishes to Booker. On its way from Hayward for 2. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, with the Jazz playing much better basketball coincided with the return of rookie point guard Trey Burke from injury. Despite the fact they would have wanted a higher pick, it's really kind of nice to see their young core competing at a high level.
Stolen by Exum. The Jazz with another miss. Memphis leading by 4. Conley, the pass to Allen. Lee kicks to Conley. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke. And the Jazz lost 10 of 11 games to start the season. But once Burke returned from that broken finger, guys, he proved to be one of the more NBA-ready rookies.
No surprise from a player who won pretty much every National College Player of the Year award at Michigan his sophomore season. You know, they traded up to get him, and he's been a great fit.
Exum dishes to Booker. That's good. Booker's got his first 2 points. And so it's Memphis with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now here's Allen. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Gasol. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Gasol's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis. Burke kicks to Exum. Pass to Booker. He dishes it to Burke. For 3, Hayward. And he gets it to go. Hayward's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Lee outside. Gasol setting the pick for Lee. Out to Conley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Mike Conley last season with a career high in scoring, over 17 points a game. Because of injuries, he had to shoulder a bigger burden offensively, but he did it really well.
Here's Lee. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Grizzlies last season acquiring Courtney Lee, Clark, in a trade with the Celtics.
You know, they were in a bit of a catch-22 type situation. They had athletic wing defenders and long-range shooters, but they didn't have a lot of players who could do both. So they got Courtney Lee, and he's played big minutes for them because he can do both.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kuvas checked in for Gasol. Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Green in for Tony Allen. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Udrich is checked back in.
And Courtney Lee acquired in exchange for Jared Bayless. You know, he started as mostly a corner three-point shooter, but he's expanded his range and now can shoot from pretty much anywhere along the arc.
They retain possession. Hayward kicks to Favors. Fires for 3. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hayward.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
And you talk about Courtney Lee's shooting. Come on now. Excellent numbers last season from the field, the arc, and the free throw line. Arguably his best season yet overall.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the miss by Michael Conley. That ties the game. Hayward's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Conley with it. Cancer covering. And Udrich kicks to Conley. Clock at 6. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Mike Conley. The dish now to Hayward. Feeds it to Nova. A 3-ball. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Udrich. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Grizzlies lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
A good quarter for Conley. 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Favors. Steve Novak is out there with Enes Kanter. It's Hayward, and it's Exum in the 1 spot. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Novak. Conley, the pass to Lee. Stolen by Exum. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Hayward.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off. Dante Exum is one of the highest drafted international players in history, despite being relatively unknown. Not many scouts had seen a lot of him in person, but big performances at the Hoop Summit and the FIBA Under-19 Championships helped solidify his stock as a top prospect.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Dante Exum, since age 15, a member of the Australian senior men's basketball team, the youngest player to join the team in 30 years.
Yeah, you know, he's proven himself at a very high level, Kevin, based on that Australian senior men's national team experience. And, you know, just watching him play, you can see that he's already mastered the ability to slash.
Shot clock at 2. And here's Green outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him. You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now here's Conley. He's got 10. Here's Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Exum. Hayward is screen on Conley. Green with the rebound.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Back to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. There's Lee with the 3. The offensive rebound. The tray. They kick it out to Green. Now the pass to Gasol. They shoot again. Randolph trying to free himself up. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You have to give credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the playoff race to the very end last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
Stolen by Cantor. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. Conley kicks to Lee. Pass to Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Zach Randolph enjoying the best years of his career and most sustained success in Memphis. A tricky choice for him this offseason, deciding whether to opt out of the final year of his contract or to become a free agent.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Memphis also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Allen comes in for Lee. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Outside for Millsap. The feed to Gobert. Pass to Millsap. Here's Booker. That one rolling around and rims out. And Memphis opting to re-sign Zach Randolph, Clark, this offseason. Nice to see him back in a Grizzlies uniform.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. It seems like he and that city are a terrific match. Grit and grind, Zebo doing his work on the glass from the low block either side. And that duo of him and Gasol, that's one of the more entertaining big men pairs in the league.
Formidable, you're right. Yeah. And he gets it to go.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now Udrich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The Grizzlies been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The free throw drops for Jeff Green. Grizzlies making a switch here. He hits both from the stripe.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And here's Johnson outside. Jazz trail by 6. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They got Tony Allen. Kufis out there with John Lewis. Then it's Green. And it's Kalathis in at the point guard. Burke dishes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Booker. And that one's good. Booker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
It's stolen by Johnson. 5-on-3 break. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And Green gets it to go. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Utah trailing here. Millsap attacking. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push.
And refocus, Kevin. You got to take care of your body, and I think we ought to drink some Gatorade here, too. I thought I noticed some slip-ups here the last couple minutes from your end on the play-by-play.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Hit by Randolph. Conley, the pass to Lee. Conley kicks to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Conley against Hayward. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Conley. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. No good. And it's Utah the other way. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Cantor. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. Outside Conley. Outside Gasol. For the finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Now here's Conley. Gasol up top. Over to the left wing. Randolph dishes to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Shot to end this cold run. Here's Randolph. And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. And Memphis also making a switch. Green is checked in for Tony Allen.
What determination. There was a lot of competition for that rebound, and he came away with it.
Now here's Conley. Randolph, a screen on Hayward. That's a 2 from Lee. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Favors. Another miss by Utah. Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Conley with it. Now defended by Exum. Conley hits to Gasol. It's in!
We're seeing real hot, on fire version of Gasol right now.
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Conley. And that's an intentional foul. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. .24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Kicks it to Nova. The three-pointer, no good. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Here's Millsap. Burke kicks to Johnson. The Jazz again can't hit it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respect